The Huskers will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Michigan's offense will start this game off with the football. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Hand off from the shotgun. Nice move to keep running. They didn't handle the rigors of a Big Ten schedule very well a season ago, and hoping that they've learned some lessons they can use this year.
I think the coaching staff also thinks, Reese, that they're a more mature team. They have better leadership in the locker room. And, David, they're hoping that that's going to show up week in, week out, and what's going to be a brutal Big Ten schedule.
Brutal. And listen, you're hoping also they got something in their neck, right? Like, you're hoping they want some payback, right? Because that should have left a really bad taste in your mouth a year ago, and you should be ready to get that out, and you should be ready to extract some revenge. So let's see if this team comes out with a chip on their shoulder.
The Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They go to the ground. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. This whole place is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And this one is perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense has its first opportunity of the day. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him all week long.
Oh, he's got some space. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Fast, physical, and disruptive. Michigan has a rich and storied history of guys up front who can make life miserable for a quarterback.
Just dudes. I mean, guys that win matchups. Guys that, if it's going to be a pass rush on the outside, one-on-one on a tackle, they can go get him at the defensive end spot. And we can mention names. And Hutchinson recently, one of the higher picks in the NFL draft, but always guys that play the same way.
Pressure coming. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
How about this defense coming out the gates? First drive, getting to the quarterback. They wanted to affect the quarterback, make him feel uncomfortable. Already 2 sacks on this first drive.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll run play action. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And the Huskers decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. So they put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quickly to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Caught close to the marker, it's Simpson. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The Cornhuskers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Here's the pressure. With the catch, it's Hunter. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Looking for a push on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Ready to fire from the pistol. The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Now they'll run it on the toss. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. 3rd down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Under fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the 1st down, and let's see if they go for it here. And he's got it from 57. What a beauty.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bell. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the back. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. The Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Corrals it at the 45. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes the grab. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. He'll take a shot. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And this defense, man, they do it again. Like, they've done an unbelievable job of forcing field goals. And another opportunity, backing the offense up, getting the sack, maybe an opportunity to do it again.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. That's caught. It's Simpson. They stop him well short of the marker. It's fourth down from the 27. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And this one splits the uprights. They're now up 9-0.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Looking downfield on first down. That's reeled in. It's Hunter. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Off play action. Grabbed over the middle. It's Markway. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. And the Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To throw, it's Raiola. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Looking to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Markway. He got loose, almost housed it, finally tracked down at the 32. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
Going to swing it on second down. Finds his man. It's Johnson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They go to the wide receiver screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And that is no good. After the missed field goal, it is still a 9-point game.
Man, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. He'll pull it on the read. Still on his feet at the 40. Quarterback gets past the marker. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
And man, nobody home on defense. We've got to understand the option starts with the quarterback. Somebody has to have that guy. The defense blows an assignment, and the quarterback takes advantage and makes the big play down the field.
The Wolverines come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Off the play fake on 1st down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Just making life miserable for opposing quarterbacks the way Trev Alberts always did.
Yeah, just finding a guy that can sniff out the quarterback and kind of feel it, have those instincts. You could tell he saw it, went and got it, just like your boy Trev Alberts, Reese.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Here's the heat. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on 1st down, sack on 2nd down, and now on 3rd down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double-teamed because they can't block him right now.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Takes the handoff. It's Haynes. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And the Wolverines line up to punt it away. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22. The Cornhuskers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Tackled at the 28. It's a pickup of 5. Now on 1st down from the 28. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to beat them to the edge with the jet sweep. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Makes the grab. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Huskers have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on 1st down. Dumps it to the back. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, You think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
So here comes the Michigan offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier.
Breaks into the open. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Under fire. Chunked it away just as he was hit. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Klein. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises. And I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to throw again. Pocket breaking down. It's a big stride inside the 10. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. The Wolverines had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. These guys are really hitting their stride in Week 4 as they push out that lead.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Colorado State is currently up big at this moment, so much so they're on the verge of giving Cam the rest of the day off. They're up by 18 over UTSA. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the 1st half.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. Offense in an empty set. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Kick is in the air. He'll call for the fair catch here. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Here comes the heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Wants to fire on second down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. They've got the screen set up. He stopped short of the sticks. They tried to pick it up with the screen, but they'll be facing a fourth down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. They'll start this drive going to the air. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They'll open the second half on the ground. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Now the play fake. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Finds his man. It's Johnson. And the Huskers will line up to punt it away. Wants to bring it back. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. He'll keep it himself. Finding an escape route. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. They'll leave it with him. There he goes. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Touchdown, Michigan! And the stomping has commenced. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bell. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He'll try to do it himself.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes that do it with ease.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Unloads to the right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Caught over the middle. It's Key. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Cornhuskers will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He put some heat on that one down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They'll try the run. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. All wideouts, no backs. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
And the Wolverines will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Looking to pass. It's Raiola. Balls it in. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. The Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Snags it over the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. And the Huskers are moving quickly down the field. To the air on 1st down. Going downfield for the big play. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Makes the grab. It's McCulley. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Power football with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Third down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. They'll go right back to it. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. And it's good from 58 yards out.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Rushes on him. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
The Cornhuskers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Trying play action. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll give it to Johnson. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Huskers will punt this one away. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosion.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game, are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. The sure hands, it's McCulley. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. The Wolverines send out the punt unit. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. It's complete. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They punt it away on 4th down. Makes the tackle, really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. They'll give it to the back. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Got it in the middle, it's Klein. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Gonna run it, it's Haynes. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. They'll run the screen. Runs through the tackle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Wolverines come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Bringing the heat. Catch in the middle, it's McCulley. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Line getting set on 2nd down. This time they'll go to the running game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grab near the marker, it's Moore. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll throw it from the red zone. Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. They've made clutch, tough plays on this drive on 3rd down. They need one more on 3rd and 7. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Yeah, in this part of the field, man, those windows shrink, and it's hard as a quarterback sometimes to really force yourself to throw the football. You're sitting in a good spot in 2nd and goal. Just throw that thing away. Don't take the sack and put you in a bad situation.
Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. Back to throw, it's Underwood. He's got it and still on his feet. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. Hold on just a second. A flag down. Let's see what's up with that.
Roughing the kick. Defense.
Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. Trying to run it in. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. 2nd and goal for this offense. He'll do it himself. Touchdown, Wolverine! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Texas is painting an offensive masterpiece so far. It's been like a Bob Ross masterclass. They're up by 28 over Sam Houston. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Fires to the wideout. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
So here comes the Michigan offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think you. Put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Yeah, and the defensive line, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And very important not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left. It's good. Easy call for the ref. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays. But this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
The Cornhuskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll move the tight end. Quarterback on the keeper. Running to Green. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Raiola. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Huskers will punt it away on 4th down. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
All right, I know we're winning, and and that's great. But at some point, we got to stop getting our quarterback killed. Like, we got to protect the most important player on the field. Please?
And the Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Third down play from the gun. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
The Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. To the air, it's Raiola. Quickly out to the tight end. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. That's caught. It's key. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. From the gun on third down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Barney. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Got a man. It's Hunter. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.